Hey everybody, it's windy night up here in San Francisco, Thursday, roughly 1:40 in the morning. I think it's low 50s right now, quite windy actually, so it definitely feels colder. This is the upper Haight section. I talked about lower Haight last time I did a stream up here. Now I'm at upper Haight, which is the normal Haight street everyone knows. Haight Ashbury is the famous corner. I'm just a few, maybe 100 feet from there. Had to start with the Piedmont Boutique with the legs sticking out of it. This place has been here forever. So, very San Francisco. And some of the crazy stuff you can get inside here. Various stuff for strippers and drag shows and whatever the hell else you want to do with this gear. They apparently have it all here. So, pretty wild place. I totally forgot about it, so I wanted to get a shot of this. This is the place next door to Toxic Thrills. Similar stuff. So, they got competition right next door. It couldn't be the same owner running both places, but, and of course now they've got more smoke shops and head shops and dispensaries right here than they used to have. This is just like a regular smoke shop, not a dispensary. And this is even pretty fancy building. Look at all the sconces and other little fancy decorations there. Guy walking by playing Rolling Stones. I'll probably get a copyright claim for that one. Anyway, so I want to just cruise through here real quick. A little break driving around up here. There's interesting lighting up there in that place. Let's see what we got here. Sandy's Muffin. Oh, Sandy's Muffalettas. Ooh. Nice. Muffaletta sandwich is very good stuff. I get the veggie version, but there's really good pickled toppings and olives and stuff on a sandwich. This is the Pork Store Cafe. Very different than the pork store in the Sopranos. But similar offerings. Fancy signage with a peacock on it. And so look at those rainbow pants. It's all structured, just prismatic pants, like structured lighting like you get on a structural colors you get on a hummingbird. Pretty wild stuff here. Oh, it's called Peacock Planet, spelled P-K-O-K. Peacock Planet. There you go. Never saw that store. Could be new, could be old. I never saw it. I never think I ever walked this entire street, day or night. Even going back 30 years or more. When my brother lived here, I used to stay here once in a while. He used to work at a restaurant. It actually had two locations on the street, which is weird, but it worked, I guess. I was able to keep it in business for a long time. And they had, the guy ended up selling the business at one point, and he was a good enough chef to be on the next Food Network chef show, the same show that launched Guy Fieri. This guy was on it probably 10 years after that, something like that. I forgot his name, but he was talented, but my brother said he was a dick, and even on the show he was definitely a dick, so there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna walk the street and see what we got here. Precious Everyday, Jalebi Street. Derby of San Francisco. Looks like a lot of used clothes, vintage stuff. fancy font there. The original Derby. Wake Cup coffee boba sandwiches. Isn't that cute? Wake Cup. And there's the logo. Wake Cup. And Ben & Jerry's, of course, is a staple up here because even though they're from Vermont, they very much personify a Haight Street mentality. So here's the famous corner. You could do a freeze frame and match this with any of the famous photos from the 60s and 70s. Haight and Ashbury. This is the corner right here. So most likely, unless they changed over time, this is the street corner that has both signs on it, I think. Yeah, there you go. Haight and Ashbury right there. At one point they may have had some signs over there as well with the different angles. But yeah, very historic site for all the 60s flower power, flower children movement. And there's a store around the corner called Haight and Ashbury, where you get all kinds of stuff relating to the history. You can get a shirt for it. Psychedelic Travel Bureau. We got Jimi Hendrix. There's a tie-dye and crazy colorful things here. Very colorful inside, even at night. So yeah, I've been in this store before at least once. Fritz the cat. You got the local favorite, our Crumb. All kinds of our Crumb stuff here. San Francisco comic book. Mr. Natural there. There he goes, Mr. Natural. And he's standing. Usually he's doing his little Mr. Natural walk, which I don't see depicted here. There he is. There's the walk. Mr. Natural. So great. And there's a little. This hat's pretty fun. I like this. His beard. Alright, so there's some R. Crumb stuff. You gotta love R. Crumb. If you haven't seen it, watch that documentary. That was amazing. There you go, Haight and Ashbury. There's one of those famous shots. So, jewelry store. House is over there with the little thing. I think it is. Where's that little house with the round parts on it? I think it's over here. That looks different. Of course, it may have changed some of the construction around here. These buildings are pretty old. But yeah, that's definitely the corner. The street signs may have changed around, so I can't totally match up the shot. But there is one of the famous shots taken here in Ashbury. Full Dead hanging out inside. This crazy, is it a restaurant? Leathersmith. There you go. Nice cuts. Aquamarine Enterprises. Hey, they got a sign with the chakras on it. And there's a bigger sign with the chakras on it. Toy store. Pet grooming. Sorry, the microphone's getting blown. Probably it's very windy here. That was a little cat tent. Mini cat post. Get a doggy shirt that says "Spread Love" on it. All those little doggy shirts. San Francisco Giants, Golden State Warriors. There's some seating out here for COVID. Is this Whole Foods? No, this is the Haight Street Market with some nice artwork of a farm. Very big no sign there for all the street urchins that have hung out here for years, long before the homeless problem got out of control. There are always street urchins hanging around here. I used to go to my brother's restaurant he worked at. It caused a lot of trouble. Just because they could. I'm enjoying my now very cold coffee. Gus's Community Market. I guess that's the old name for it. Twice but nice. So again, reuse, use clothing, repurpose clothing. Our clothes have less mileage than your ex. There you go. There's the logo, twice but nice. Mendel's Art Supplies. Got some nice art supplies in there. You got a giant monster character in there. Tie-dye, embroidery, all kinds of things. Fabrics we love. There's a bar still open over here. That's the noise you're hearing. A couple bars on the street. Even on a boring Wednesday night, they still have some action. This one's already closed. The Mad Dog and the Fog. I've been here before, a long time ago. Little pub. They're definitely closed. All the chairs are up. That one's still open. I forgot what it's called. I'll go by there later. One Up Salon. Doing some construction here. Abu Salim. There's a liquor store, the Liquid Experience. Another hippie store, big time. Yeah, Tibetan gift corner. Here you go. All these Tibetan goods. Very hippie dippy. There's a big one in Palo Alto too, downtown. So there's a lot of the side streets here have some artwork. Some better than others. There's some more decorative stuff down on the bottom. But even the pull down secure doorways, I'll go by some of those. They're very colorful. It's not just bare metal. And the whole area is the standard cute painted skinny houses all through San Francisco. And they have a bunch of the gingerbread style here. Like they call it, I think it's gingerbread Victorian. It's kind of a hybrid of Victorian and these colorful, super ornate buildings. Looks almost like a cherimoya fruit there. Get some ornate stuff on the buildings from the old days. This is Clayton and Haight Street. This place has been closed for a while. I'm heading down another place out down here. Amoeba Music, the record shop. Still here. And also Rasputin Records is down here as well. So there's still some record stores around there. Nice. Fun on Haight. All kinds of toys and plushies and shirts and stuff in here. Hamu Studio. Suede. One of these stores used to be called Villains. It had some really fun stuff in it. They had a shirt that said like fuck, 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 fuck all over it. And slut, 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 and all kinds of other words on different shirts. They even had a really nice depiction of the Last Supper on these shorts, which would probably piss off a lot of people for the city. Only place I've ever seen Last Supper shorts. Brioche, that sounds yummy. It's a nice French pastry. So here you go. This has records as well, along with other collections. Interesting mix of stuff around here, including Uncle Paul's Ceramics, Club Photomatica. El Rancho Grande Taqueria. Wait a minute, this place, what's this called? Wasteland. Again, very retro. Throwback clothes. Big old place. Look at that. Goes way back there. All kinds of used and retro style clothes. There's a Rocketeer shirt. It's old timey, it's camp, and it's kitsch all at once. Spiritual Advisor, $10 walk-in special. Indian cuisine. I think I've actually been to this one. Indian cuisine, long time ago. Can't remember. Here you go. Rasputin Records. One of the last holdouts. I think it's still in business. Maybe it's not. Doesn't look good. I think it's gone. Looks like it's got all kinds of boards in the windows. So it might be a ghost. Might be a ghost. There's still one in Berkeley that I know of. And there used to be one in San Jose, but I don't know what happened. So maybe I should get a shot of that since it may be gone for posterity. It's got the great hippie fonts. Rasputin with a guitar, and Rasputin has a little pose, and the little sperm logos going to inseminate the record. That's their famous logo for Rasputin Records there. There you go, Rasputin Records. Used to be a great place for DVDs and VHS tapes and all kinds of stuff for collectors. If you're looking for hard to find movies, rare versions of movies. Look at the moon. Who doesn't want a moon with a little bunny on top of it? Look at that. All kinds of plushies in here. Cute little oven mitts. Someone in San Francisco loves me. Bitch, please. I'm in San Francisco. There you go. San Francisco Mercantile. Resist California. Look at that. It's kind of true. San Francisco has the spirit, but all of California, for the most part, Chingla migra. That's a good one. Diversity hurts no one, you stupid orange fuck. That's a great one. Anyway, yeah, California has the GDP and the resources and the population of basically another country, and we have a lot of power here. As this country's falling apart with the new quote-unquote leadership, we're able to kind of stay the course for some things, for the most part, which is nice. It's nice to have some clout to keep doing things the way you want to do it and not the way the crazy orange motherfucker wants to do it. Goodwill, another place where you can get, actually you can find good keyboard deals at Goodwill. I know Lady Aptitude was telling me about a Juno scent in a Goodwill down in LA of all places. And there was no time for me to go get it because you can't ship it, you have to go pick it up. Would have been a good deal, but I just couldn't make it. So even synths and stuff can be found at Goodwill. Coffee cantata. Wells Fargo Bank. Hyper Optics. Interesting names for these places. Sock Shop. Borderlands Books. That's a cool little small bookstore. I love little places like this. You don't always get good deals here. That's just beside the point. Oh, Max Brooks has a new book. Devolution. Interesting. That's the guy who wrote the Zombie Survival Guide in World War Z. Mel Brooks' son. Great hosiery. Welcome, friends of Dorothy. Anxious and Sexy. You should get these socks for Kent Spawn. Anxious and Sexy. It's the famous Japanese wave paintings from several hundred years ago. Redwood SF. Buy, sell, trade shoes. Sunshine Wine and Liquor. Like the barrel on there. Very folksy. Roommates. What the Cluck chicken. Thai chicken and rice. Signs even in Thai. Nail Care. Citrus Club. Some kind of juice place, I imagine. Oh, Noodle House. Restaurant bar. Bike shop. Don't see those too often anymore. Happy Donuts. This is one of the few that's, well, they used to be 24 hours. This one may never have been 24 hours, but good coffee and donuts when you need them. They're just not open late like they used to be, or 24 hours. Pandemic fucked that up. Now we're getting toward Crissy Field. Golden Gate Park down here, or kind of Golden Gate Park. But always remember to listen to this wall. You know there's nothing on it but the saying, listen to this wall. What is that place? Is that a restaurant or a club? Could be a restaurant, but it's called Cha Cha Cha. Looks more like a club. First parking lot I've seen on the street. There's a care center. Looks like it's closed. Laguna Cafe over there. Here you go, here's some more artwork. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. Different font styles. Got a big black leopard there. Pretty wild. Some more gang fonts. Various kinds. Bicycle rentals. O'Reilly's Pub. Here you go. Here's another pub. And definitely close. Here you go. Some more local Haight artwork. Bluegrass Sundays. So a small pub. All the seats are up. But probably a decent place. Little Jameson barrels for tables out here. I'll have to come by here sometime. I don't think I've ever been to this one. And there it is, Amoeba Music. Yeah. Big place too. Pretty much this whole portion of the block. All the way from there. All the way down to here. Good place. Haven't been for a long time, but I used to come here all the time. So I like this part of the street because you got Amoeba Music and you got Whole Foods. One of my favorite stores. Now owned by Amazon, but they didn't change the quality, and now it's easier to get stuff because you can also have it shipped to you. And really good, quote unquote organic foods, organic produce, good quality vegetarian, vegan food, as well as high quality meats and all kinds of stuff people like. And the nickname is also Whole Paycheck because it's expensive, but it's good. And down there is Golden Gate Park, going down to Crissy Field, Kezar Drive, all that kind of stuff. I think it's Crissy Field. Might be Kezar Stadium. I can't remember. I've been down there for a while. But yeah, Amoeba. Love this place. There you go. The old-fashioned racks. Got DVDs, VHS, vinyl, Blu-rays, cassettes, collectibles, got t-shirts there, sweatshirts. Got their own merch, Amoeba Music. Yeah, see they close at 7 every day. Kind of sucks. Got to get here early and just spend the day here. Greatest selection of rock and roll t-shirts. Got some original artwork. There you go. See Haight Ashbury right there. And a big old wacky car all painted up. Summer of Love. 1967 to 2017. That was their 50th anniversary, 2017. Pretty cool. And they got like alleyways with all kinds of artwork. Put the needle on the record. Big Tone. Band stickers everywhere. All kinds of artwork here. Various styles. Some more comic booky. Some more colorful, new wavy punk kind of stuff. A lot of glare on this, it's hard to see it that well. So this is where graffiti and art meet. They're definitely encouraged to do this stuff. Even got some old junk. Want some shelving? There you go. Free shelves. All the way down there. I'm not going to walk the whole thing, but you get the idea. Some of these are really well done, though. And not all like in-your-face colors. This is wild. Got some chrome action going here. Am I zoomed out all the way? I think I am. Yep. It's a narrow alley. I can't get too much further back, so I have to enjoy it. There's a black rose. Interesting graphic there. I'm not sure what that's from. I've definitely seen this picture before. Just don't know what it is. So yeah, Haight Street graffiti. Oh, that bike shop has a cool collage made out of bike parts. Like angel wings with your bike. Pretty cool. Haight Street Vape and Smoke. Laguna Cafe. John Murio's Liquor to Go. There's another Murio since 1959. Got a pool table in there. Parada 22. There's Cha Cha Cha. Interesting looking bar and restaurant. Caribbean Tapas since 1984. So we're at Haight and what? Haight and Schrader Street. Remember before I said they also engrave or stamp the street names in the concrete. So if you don't see a cross sign, you can also find it on the street sidewalk. There's Thrasher. Skateboard themed place. All kinds of artwork and t-shirts and stuff. Ginza, sushi, and sake. Now the garbage trucks are out doing their thing. There's a free slightly stained bottom in there. Who wants it? Look at this place, Cold Steel, America. Where's this place? Ah, piercing and tattoos. Interesting. Haight Street Barbershop. Escape from New York Pizza. I wonder if they have a Snake Plissken special. What's this place? The Booksmith, 1976. Also 7 p.m. Man, the place closes up early. Limbic. This place got a paint job on it. Look at that. Little city skyline painted on there. The bridge. Yada. This is Traditional Thai massage. Tibet stars. Papa's Kitchen. Now we're at Cole and Haight. Another tattoo parlor. And piercing, of course. There you go, get some more artwork here. This is just like some basic rainbows and stuff. It's got some texture to it. All these little critters in the inside the matrix there. It's like dinosaur bones and stuff. Interesting. Bite me sandwiches. Look at that. Bite me sandwiches. That's great. Old school. All right, let's go to the other side to get some more artwork. So here's fairly flat. Crazy hills right here. Another smoke shop. This guy throwing up over there? Jesus. Something. Either that or he's an undead. There's a dove with a little olive branch. Some artwork here. I don't want to disturb this guy on the ground over here. Let's go around. Frank's Liquors. Frank's at Haight and Cole. Probably just closed since got to start serving alcohol or selling alcohol at 2 a.m. It's currently 2:17. Protocol Vintage. Blaze. There you go. Here's some of the artwork on the doors. Lots of gang fonts. Interesting decorations here. Kimono Dave. Look at that Kimono Dave. That's great. Got some antlers on the outside. Some crazy outfits. Even got a lion. I think it looks like the old MGM Grand lion they used to have before they took it out, because the entrance was a mouth. And all the Asian gamblers spending lots of money were superstitious about walking through a lion's mouth, even if it's fake. So they had to redesign the whole casino there in the front, because Asians come spend a lot of money there. I talked about it on my Las Vegas stream. Was it 6 months ago, whatever it was? Maybe 8 months ago. Lost track of time. Lots of old fire escapes here. Peace Center Bed and Breakfast. The Red Victorian. Pink Paradise Nail Place. There's the Red Victorian right there. Decades of fashion. Pretty fancy building for a vintage clothing store. Got a chair out there for people to sit on. There you go. Decades of fashion. They got a poodle skirt. Very 50s. Now we're back at Belvedere and Haight. There's that wasteland place. San Francisco is for lovers. Indigo. Love my heart on San Francisco. The store's called Indigo, of course. There's Karopi down there. Yeah, Sanrio characters. Karopi the frog. Wow. Genesis Imports. Look at this place. Got some Tibetan flag stuff hanging across there. Or Burmese. One of those two. Strings of flags. Got some really cool artwork in here. Got some stuff from Kama Sutra, looks like. Artisans, there's a Ganesh. Got Chinese artwork there. Looks like a Shiva. All kinds of woodcuts in there and stuff. Pretty cool. There's a huge woodcut in the back there. It won't focus well on it, but we've got all the incense and candles and stuff. Pretty interesting. Very interesting. Tam cocktails. Or is that Fam? Font is very weird. With a door, little windows there, pretty cool shape. Little decorations on the outside. Little spires there on the outside. Robert's Hardware, the big old hammer and nail. Looks like they just closed up. Lights are off. Dr. Martin's another famous local brand as far as I know. Making these boots that are very famous for punkers. And they also make all kinds of sandals, obviously. Similar to Birkenstocks. Another California favorite. The sandals stay on. Some kind of variety show going on here. There's a QR code if you want to check it out. Carrie Lane, 2008. Designer pieces, outlet prices. Street taco. Mexican City street food. If you guys haven't been to Mexico City, you don't get this reference to the VW bugs. The old bugs. At some point, I don't know how they got them, but they got the molds for the original VW bugs that used to be made in this country, or at least made in Germany, and maybe temporarily made in this country, I forgot, when they were all over the place before they redesigned the bug to the Beetle. And there's tons of new ones all over Mexico because they have the molds and they make brand new cars in that same style. Rental cars, taxis, and personal vehicles. So we rented a car and drove it around Jose. One of those cars. First I thought that was Pico-chan. Looks almost like Squid Game. There's some other Asian effigy there. Yeah, Japanese designer, American vintage. What's it called? Oh, Chameleon. Chameleon vintage with the, that's the, what do they call that font on the Mac? Rickshaw. That's the rickshaw font, used mostly for Chinese stuff. There's the Chameleon vintage with his little hat on. Because he's a hipster chameleon. KO. Some more kind of modern hipster stuff. Fuzzy hats and crazy outfits. Even got some kufis in there if you're into the African look. All kinds of hats in there. Krishnan team. This place is what? Currently for sale, but looks like it was some kind of a bar or restaurant. Something or other. Now we're getting some hills in the distance there. Not so flat. At Clayton and Haight. Middle Eastern Grill, Abu Salim. Got some artwork over here. Nice artwork, holy shit. Nice shadows and colors. Very cool. Guys got their hookah. Have a little discussion there with their hookahs. Just carrying some grapes. Just gonna make some Vimto with those grapes. If you guys have tried Vimto, the Middle Eastern grape soda. Guys on camels. The minarets in the background. And a field of sunflowers. Not sure what that has to do with Abu Salim, but interesting. And they got some older artwork up here. The peace, love peace on the border, 1967. We got some artists there playing guitar, some crowd, depictions of crowds. I'm not sure what looks like a hybrid of Jimi Hendrix and what's his name? From the Rolling Stones. Keith Richards. This is like Keith Richards mashup with Jimi Hendrix wearing a Michael Jackson jacket. There's a hippie standing there with his shirt off. And there's some singers up there on the stage. Looks almost like Ginsberg there on the left, but some singers apparently. There's Abu Salim's menu. There you go, there's some more artwork. Oh, here's some more musicians here. Up there. More of the crowd. I guess Janis Joplin up there, singing her heart out. And you're gonna got 1967, Summer of Love, blah blah blah. There's a colorful higher consciousness dispensary. Some interesting weed and mushrooms. There you go, there's George Harrison. Not sure who that is. Liquid Experience. fire smoking out there.
Which I don't. No, which I don't.
Cocaine cocktail since 1926. Buffalo Exchange. Buy, sell, trade.
Cameron, I never cooked her. I said she was being bitchy.
Held over. So popular retro fashions are here. Endless retro stuff. Cal Surplus. More retro. Slice House Pizza. I think I've been here before. Slice House Pizza. Just because it's convenient and cheap. Not anything wonderful. Oh, right above the... I didn't know that. There's Body Rock exercise place. One Love, Jimi Hendrix. The pet place is built into this red building called the Jimi Hendrix Red Building. Jimi Hendrix Red House. I guess he lived here at some point. 1524 Haight Street. Did not know that. More vintage. Blue Bin Vintage. So vintage, they even have a CRT in the front. Haight Street Vintage. Again, vintage, vintage, vintage. They love it here. Tie-dye shirts. Look at this guy. It's a homie doll with his shirt button at the very top. SpongeBob looks pissed. Got Malcolm X in there. Got Stone Cold Steve Austin. All kinds of wrestling stuff. Tie-dye. Toys. Oh shit, there's even a Seattle Skyline jacket. I think that's the Seattle Sonics, I think it's called. I forgot. I'm not a big sports guy. More trendy vintage clothing. Yeah, look, it's a moped. I used to ride a moped when I was between high school and college. Or actually, just early, before high school, actually. Before I could actually drive. I would drive a moped after hours without a license and not get busted. Go to my friends' houses in the hills because it's a pain in the ass to ride a bike up those fucking hills in Los Altos. Look at this. That's cool. It's basically a wolf, a dissected wolf with all the layers. Put in the coccygeal vertebrae and the tail. And of course you got the spread love, stop hate and stuff here. That's pretty cool though. Can't get it all in one shot, it's too big. There you go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's hybrid electric bus again. Same one I drove by when I was at the lower Haight last time. Now we're back at Haight Ashbury. Oh, okay, that was the view. I see it now. So you saw the guys posing with the Haight Ashbury sign, and that building right over above that tree has a little cone, little conical section at the top. So this was the angle they had of the guys with Haight Ashbury sign and the conical building. We can't see, it's very dark over there. What else we got here? Got a few more things and then pack it in. Relic vintage. Again, vintage, vintage, vintage. That hairstyle. Holy shit. And shamrocks galore. It's almost like some of the, wow, yeah. At first I thought it might be some early communist art, Cultural Revolution, but it's too sexy to be that. Got a mountain lion shirt. His hair. These combinations are hilarious. We got a very purple, pink color there. World famous. What is this place called? Puff Puff Pass. That's funny. Puff Puff Pass. Big joint on the thing there. Kind of a Felix the Cat character there. More vintage stuff. This is how's it going? All right.
What you do?
Just doing a little Haight Street coverage for my friends around the world.
Friends around the world?
Yep.
Oh, cool. What you like? It's on YouTube. Sorry, I can't talk right now.
YouTube, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Haven't been here for a long time, so just catching all the weird, way too many vintage stores here. It's kind of crazy.
Really? Yeah, too many hippie stores?
Yeah. It's just kind of like, all right, enough already.
Like, yeah.
It's good.
Let's move on.
Got vintage stuff, right?
There's a lot of hippie stuff.
That's right. It's a hybrid of like vintage, hippie, hipster, all kinds of stuff. They even got the religious symbols in there. That's wild.
What would you rather see?
Oh, it's what I expected, but I don't remember that many vintage stores. Period. I mean, I remember more of a mix of stuff. But it's,
Popping up recently?
I guess, yeah. I haven't been down here for consistently for 20 years, so
Oh, really?
changed a lot. I like these Tibetan bowls though. These are cool for sounds.
The bowls of the boom. We got it.
Yeah,
I like Eastern religions a lot.
the energy bowls.
I don't know much about Eastern religions, to be honest.
I don't either. I listen to some of the music. I enjoy some of the food, and that's about as far as I go. So,
What's your name?
Andy.
I'm Mike, man.
Yeah, cool. Nice talking to you.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Mike going down the street. They got a pizza on Haight Street. Whatever the hell pizza is. I don't know what the B is in the pizza. Huge slices. Small store, huge slices. Pizza. And we're here back at Piedmont Boutique with the legs sticking out of there. Where I started. Well, I got some more to cover before I'm done. Is Sandy's Muffalettas sandwiches. Love Muffalettas. Pork Store Cafe. You already saw this. You already saw the peacock. You already saw. Oh, I didn't go any further than that. Trax Bar. The actual brick. Place has been here a long time. Temple of the Third Place. An intentional psychedelic community. Oh, this is probably one of the places where you can go in and get shrooms. There are some religious places here, classified as religious, that you can get actual shrooms from and do tripping. Cookies. It's like a sports place. A hip-hop themed sports place. What is this place? No sign. Oh, Luna Wild. Again, more vintage, more weird. Crazy colors and patterns and stuff. Flippin' Burger. Burgers, Phillies, and shakes. True San Francisco. So shoes and hats and other stuff. The Mellow SF. Coffee and gifts. Boys, look at lighting in there. They have some lights all around in there. It looks like daylight coming through there. Plants in there. It's cool. Lots of good oxygen while you enjoy your coffee. Yeah, it's just a few more blocks and then it kind of drops off. Goes through like some residential and a park, and then you go down to the lower Haight like I was talking about. This is Masonic. Goes uphill here. Got some more artwork over here, another psychedelic place. Psychedelic SF. Got the cannabis leaves with eyeballs on it. Got a hip. This is like a bast Egyptian cat. It's kind of tripping out. Flowers. That's like some kind of psychedelic phoenix there. Coffee to the people. This isn't just coffee, it's a statement. Coffee to the people. Magnolia Brewing Company. Some more crazy artwork here. Bones and silly faces and clouds. And this looks like the cover of that Journey album with the scarab on it. Some more flowers. Some Mad Hatter with some mushrooms. And a goofy looking Cyclops pyramid with wings. Twisted Thistle Apothecary is closing. Looks like they already closed. This place looks dead as well. More crazy psychedelic artwork on a closed building. Bound together. Books and journals and such. Again, looks like about 3-4 blocks up ahead, there's a drop off. And that's the hill that goes down to Lower Haight. So head back the other way and call it a walk. Got Pipe Dreams. San Francisco's oldest smoke shop. 1968. Crazy. Pipe Dreams. Express Photo and Mail. brewery. Got the kegs back there. Brewery restaurant. At Haight and Sonic. And there you go, Sonic Avenue. So that's going uphill, and this is going downhill. It's now the familiar San Francisco topography. Look at this place on this corner. Tie-dye Emporium. Colorful beyond belief. And quite large as well. There's these crazy columns here, all decorated. Deadhead Country. And Alice with her mushrooms. And the rabbit. And the clock. Pocket watch. Cheshire Cat. A turtle that I don't remember. I don't remember the story that well. All kinds of decorative elements. Got some musical butterflies. Love on Haight. There's Jerry Garcia. And Jimi Hendrix. Crazy ceiling in there, all kinds of tie-dye artwork and shit. It's a wild place. Very colorful. World famous Mom's Body Shop. All your tattoo and piercing needs. Amal's Deli. See, their columns are different here. There's the same sculpture, but different color pattern and artwork to reflect the cultural background. There's the Lebanon cypress there. I believe that's on the flag of Lebanon. Hippie Thai street food with a tuk-tuk in the logo. Hippie Thai, motherfucker. Looks like more clothing. Oh, Nice Kicks. It's a shoe store. There's a patio cafe. Ooh, patio cafe and creperie. That sounds good. Caramba. It's a happy bull. There's a Chile playing guitar. There's a cactus with a sombrero on. Everyone's happy. Goodfellas. Very 3D this structure on the sign there. That's kind of cool. During the day, it probably really pops. They even got the dancing bears from Grateful Dead. Look at that. A deep cut unless you're into them. I had some coworkers that love the Grateful Dead, so I know about all that shit. Summer of Love. All kinds of shirts and tchotchkes. They're actually using the Goodfellas. Wow. They took Pesci and Liotta and De Niro. Yeah. Got them getting high with a torch and a bong. Very different than the actual Goodfellas. Now we're back at the Piedmont Boutique and the lakes. I'll leave you guys with this nice angle of the lakes, and you can imagine the rest of it. So thanks to anybody who was here hanging out. I didn't see any chats, so I was also not looking. I was too busy craning my head in all different directions to look for stuff. So thanks for hanging out, chatting. Leave a comment if you like. See you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.